Hello, my name is Eddie Marcus, spokesman and advocate of basic human rights for all people. And I'm dedicating this correspondence to the mayor of my city, the governor of my state, the president of the United States. I am seeking to have what has been dedicated to me. I am seeking to have food, clothing, and shelter, education and health care, peace, prosperity, and joy. God did not create hell. Man did. And it happens when good people do nothing. You see, evil men kill all good men when they are vocal and active. Jesus, Gandhi, Malcolm, John F. Kennedy, Robert F. Kennedy, and I found out recently that John F. Kennedy Jr. and Martin, to name a few, died for good. But good people remained silent, and evil became more emboldened. And eventually, it is this that hell is created. Many parents have lost a child that was very young. They don't see God's plan in it. Several times as a child, death came to my door but was driven away. I didn't understand why. Nevertheless, I was grateful. I now know that my life was spared for this moment, a moment of glorifying God. Glorifying God in speaking to people all over the world, to say the only thing that humankind can give ownership to is will of choice and the fruit of our seed, good or evil. Everything else belongs to God. Food, clothing, shelter, education, health care, careers, peace, prosperity, and joy, and the wisdom inherent in every man, evidenced by the fact that no man, no human brought anything into this world at its coming, nor will it take anything away at its departure. The only proof of his or her having lived here is what they have done for others. Now, God is not against rich people, neither am I. God has provided that all people, just like the rich, can enjoy all that life has to offer. However, many rich people are evil. Yet there are more good rich people. The problem is, these good people, rich and poor, are silent and inactive. Don't want to rock the boat. As spokesman and advocate of basic human rights for all people, for the past 33 years, it has been my responsibility to inform the people that all creation belongs to God. All of creation on earth outside of mankind is made for the benefit of all people, that each one may experience their individual dreams. We as inheritors of his creation have the responsibility of designing a system on earth that promotes as in heaven, so on earth. I've taken this message during these 33 years to the people throughout many parts of the nation. I've shared it with governors of every state and their state legislature. I've done the same thing with each U.S. president since George Herbert Bush, including the U.S. Congresses of their times. I've made the effort of seeking public office in an attempt to champion this concept of life that I advocate here, yet to no avail. On this journey, I have stood alone with only the spirit of love for God and creation as my partners. In times calling for drastic measures such as Desert Storm and the planting of G.W. Bush into the White House, I have taken drastic measures to draw attention to solutions rather than the situations being offered. I stood alone, and these measures landed me in jail and prison. I've been successful in my delivery, yet I stand alone. Even today, I stand alone as I seek and speak to the powers that be, specifically the mayor of my great city of Woodbury, the governor of my great state, Minnesota, and to the president of these United States of America. What I have preached in behalf of the people of this nation and the world, I stand today alone advocating for me and my immediate family. I come to you, the powers, with the notice of withdrawal from the reservoir of goods and services of this nation, demanding from it my portion as designed by God. There is no divine law that permits any individual, any group, or nation to institute a system of government which denies or robs the people of this blessing and gift from the Father to his children. Whenever such occurs, it becomes the duty and the responsibility of anyone denied to resist, even to the point of death. For to do otherwise replaces God with that for which you yield allegiance. So to this, I claim food, I claim clothing and shelter, education and health care, careers, peace, prosperity, and joy, and any other resources from the America's reservoir of goods and services for myself and for my children. Though I know this isn't the American way, my message to the world is, it is God's way. If we the people ever experience heaven on earth, we must demand it and settle for nothing less. For there will always be those that think they are better than others, deserve more than others, superior to others. But until others agree with them, it will remain just a thought. Today, I do not speak for the 300 million Americans who have always allowed me to stand alone. However, I post this correspondence on every social network so that when my demands are met, they, the people, the 300 million, will be encouraged to follow likewise. And if otherwise I am killed for demanding what God has granted me and them, they will know that America is controlled by evil, empowered by their doing nothing. I await your response. Eddie Marcus, spokesman and advocate of basic human rights for all people. I say to my mayor, I don't expect you to grant my demand, nor my governor, nor the president. But I'm here in behalf of God, glorifying God's will for the people. And I'm here because I am duty bound. I don't know what the outcome of this effort will be. I know what I want. I want what I am asking for. Why? Because it has been prepared for me. And when it comes down to careers, for 33 years I have worked actively on this career and I haven't received a penny. I'm not asking you to reward me for what I've done in the past. I'm going to continue to do this as long as there are people who are being denied the fruits of life that God has prepared by a person, a group of people, or government, or a system that directs them elsewhere. Now, if I'm killed, I can think of no better reason to die, because I'm not standing up just for black people, Minnesotans, Americans. I am standing and speaking for God, for all people, wherever they may live, however rich or however poor they may be. The world has been designed so none of us, no human being on earth, should be poor, unless some other man, some other group, some government, or some nation decides that they are going to rip the people off, and in so doing, the people are lost, have no one to turn to, or have no knowledge of anyone to turn to, and they say, I don't like it, but what can I do about it? And it happens. I'm telling you today, people of the world, it doesn't have to happen. All you got to say is, I'm fed up, and I'm not going to take it anymore, and mean it. You can't say I'm fed up, not going to take it anymore, and then get up tomorrow doing the same things you were doing the day and the life before. You got to change it. You got to change it. And I promise you, that is the kind of stuff that the world is made of. That is the kind of stuff that systems of the world are made of. People deciding what they are going to do and what they are not going to put up with. I hope you can hear. Thank you.